Hello everybody, it is Tyler here, and today I've got some more Starcraft 2 casting. Today we have none other than Marine King Prime, as well as LiquidHerO down here in the bottom right. Now this is of course the ladder version of Antigua Shipyard. There's no cross spawn or a supply depot here at the bottom of these ramp. Both these players chatting it up a little bit. I'm sure they're both very friendly guys with each other. And I mean, LiquidHerO, I'm actually really excited to cast this game. He's one of my favorite Protoss players. Whenever I feel like switching over to Zerg or Terran, I just watch LiquidHerO stream and he convinces me with his smart play to stay as Protoss. Marine King Prime, a very exciting player to watch all the time. He's got these extremely aggressive builds where he'll go these extremely macro builds where he goes like 14 command center and then he'll get a really fast third orbital as well. The stuff this guy can do is insane. If you haven't seen his micro, then you're in for a treat. Hopefully we'll see some of that this game, but we'll just have to wait and see here. It does look like he is going to be going for this barracks. We'll have to see whether he throws down a gas or not. LiquidHerO on the other hand also opening up very standard, not going for a Nexus first. I actually don't like Nexus first on this map just because the placement here. If you try and get like a cannon with it, they can just run around here. They could even just run up your ramp if you place your cannon too much this way. And I would just like to say the spawn locations do look a little better for Marine King. The fact that he can drop so easily into the main of Hero isn't that good for him. If say Hero had spawned up here, then he would really only have to worry about getting dropped here on his third, which wouldn't happen until the later stages of this game. Did look like Marine King went for that gas. And I mean, this could mean anything now. He could be going concussive shells, he could be going 3 racks, 2 racks, factory. Does look like he's going to be throwing down another barracks though. Could be going for some 2 racks aggression. Where does he have this rally to the center? Not quite sure why he's doing that. Neither players have scouted yet. Surprisingly, Hero does throw down his second gas though. A reactor on this barracks here. It does look like we're going to see a lot of aggression here from Marine King Prime to try and punish the one gate expand. Actually, it does look like Hero throwing down another gateway. Might be going for some kind of later expansion, or who knows, maybe even blink play. Only mining 2 out of each gas. I believe Sauce was doing this quite a bit earlier. Just the way the timings work out, these players have everything timed out so perfectly. They'll have their gas count exactly where they need to do it. It does look like Hero's going for some sort of 3-stalker push, and that'll do fairly well against the mainly Marine count that Marine King has. Pumping out 2 at a time now. We'll have to see what add-on or what research he gets from this tech lab. Concussive shells, it looks like it's going to be adding in a Marauder there for some extra aggression. This SCV not going to get scouted. Actually, it might slip on by. Scouts the probe here. Hero not throwing down the Nexus, waiting to kill this SCV first. Gets it, and then Hero's going to throw down the expansion, but I think Marine King knows that that's going to happen. I'm not quite sure what that says. If someone could translate that, that would be awesome. But a lot of Marines here and a Marauder. Concussive shell almost finished. Hero needs to be careful with this scouting stalker here. Could get slowed by a concussive shell if he's not careful. And I mean, oh, Hero's sending it up here because he hasn't even scouted where Marine King is. And Marine King just might have some free reign on this expansion here. There's absolutely no units. 2 sentries on the way. That's not going to help him very much though. It does look like he's going to scout this army here. He needs to pull his stalker back immediately. He does, realizing how much trouble he could be in here. Chrono boosting, definitely in a big panic here. He might even need to cancel this Nexus if he's not careful. That's so many units instantly throwing down a pylon here, knowing he needs some sort of wall up here. A force field goes down. Nice, picking off 1 Marine. But there's just so many Marines with this Marauder bunker now coming down. And this Stalker back here could easily get sniped if he's not careful. And this Nexus taking a lot of hits. Will Hero cancel it? He's trying to Chrono Boost out in Immortal here. The Nexus does get cancelled. Oh, this is such a bad position for Hero. He's really in a really bad position. I can't stress it enough. MKP could just expand here and be so far ahead. He's letting the bunker finish. It looks like he's just going to try and contain his opponent. Hero has a ton of sentries, but no zealots or stalkers. He just has the one. SCV used to just get the high ground vision, taking off that pylon. It won't supply block Hero, but definitely do some damage. An Immortal is out now. That will help a lot against the Marauders, but there's so many more Marines as well. Combat Shield almost done. A Force Field missing, but he does trap a Marauder. Nicely done. A Warp Prism. Looks like Hero knows he's going to have to do something off one base here. Stimpack has started, as well as another Command Center dropping down here. MKP looking very good right here with this aggression. Trying to poke out with the Immortal now. He has to be careful though. His sentries do have a lot of energy for Guardian Shield and Force Fields, but he just doesn't have the Zealots to do it. Looks like he's going for one base Colossus, or he might be going for Warp Prism speed with Immortal or Sentry drops. What's he gonna do? 2 sentries and an Immortal, it looks like. He needs to be careful though, because this force could just come running up if LiquidHero's not looking at his ramp. If I was Marine King right now, I'd be looking around for hidden expansions. Just even up at the 3rd, it's possible, but unlikely. Does look like Hero's really banking on this aggression, but there's just as big of a force at Marine King's main as there is at Hero's natural. Oh, this probe gets picked off, and it looks like he's going to be running up the ramp. Does the force field go? Yes, it does. Here comes the aggression with the Warp Prism, though. He needs to be careful. This is actually a large force for Marine King. The Immortal gets dropped, a nice force field, splitting up the army. Ooh, some nice force fields as well, just trapping those in, letting the Zealots do a lot of damage. But Hero just doesn't have enough Zealots as he needs. Nice sentry micro there on the Warp Prism. Doesn't look like he's going to be pushing up the main of Hero as well. A force field gets down. How many more force fields does he have? He has quite a bit of force fields, but the sentry with the full energy gets picked off. He doesn't have any more force fields. This force running in here now, taking out this pylon. Oh, this could be bad. He has no units to defend here. Meanwhile, the Immortal over here not doing any damage at all. There's a Colossus out here. Will it get focus fired down? It is, but it might look like it's going to hold on here. There's so many Marauders still trying to focus it down. The Colossus running. A nice Stalker weapon, though, blocking it. It survives with 9 health, and it does look like Marine King held off the force at his main as well. 9 health on this Colossus, though, so close. The bunker gets salvaged. Hero pulls back. I think Hero might actually be able to take an expansion now that he has this Colossus. Will he be going for Colossus drops? I'd like to say, and he does. Oh man, taking an expansion now. I feel like Marine King should have just lifted off and taken his natural as well. Marine King's still in a good spot, none to say, but Hero has the supply advantage. Surprisingly, he will be able to do a lot of damage with these Colossus drops. The Vikings are nowhere near on the way. Oh, whoa, I actually didn't notice this at all. Marine King had actually been teching very nicely well in the base. 2 Vikings started right away, and this Warp Prism might actually get taken down with no Warp Prism speed. Nice drop there, killing an SCV, building a barracks, softening up these units because medevacs are not on the way as of yet. Killing a Marine as well. He needs to be careful with this Colossus, though. It's really low on health. Oh, 2 Vikings needs to get out of there immediately. Oh no, it's gonna go down. Oh, but he drops it. Nicely done. Oh, and the Stalkers, will he save the Colossus? Oh, does not save the Colossus, unfortunately. If he had that Colossus, he could have actually pressured up here and done much more damage. But where is Marine King's army? He had a much larger army before. Not quite sure. Does he still have something to defend against a drop of some kind? No, he doesn't. He has these Vikings now, which are useless. He really needs the medevacs. And Hero actually managed to build up quite a large army. Force field's not working for Hero there, trapping himself out. Gonna give MKP some more time to hold on here. Nice force fields trapping these units. The Zealots go, but Stimpack is complete. The Marauders getting chased down here, forced to pull SCVs now. Not sure how this turned out for Marine King. Oh no, Hero's gonna lose some of his sentries in the back though. Not the best positioning. He has mainly only Stalkers now, no Zealots. Landing the Vikings because that's their only use, trapping some Stalkers with the SCVs. Hero forced to pull back with some Stalkers. And now Marine King almost doubling the supply of Hero. I feel like Hero's force fields weren't the greatest in that engagement, and he didn't have enough Zealots. Now forced to pull back. Now it looks like Hero is the one on the back foot here, forced to warp in some Zealots, but Marine King just keeps going at it with all these SCVs here. And with these medevacs here, it's going to be really tough for Hero to hold on. He's going to lose this Nexus again, possibly. He really needs to engage with these probes. That's his only chance. But I don't know if he's going to be able to. The SCV's really messing with the Zealot AI. And this force looks like it's going to kill Hero here. forced to pull probes, but probes versus Marines that are stimmed are not a good engagement. And wow, what a game we had here. Some non-stop aggression from both players. It all came down to the fact that Hero had his Stalker scouting and did not have it to help him defend here, which forced him to cancel the Nexus. As you can see here, he force fielded himself out and then was forced to cancel this Nexus. That put him so far behind, and now with his contain out here, it forced Hero to go for that one base play. I liked the idea of Colossus drops that he was doing here, but unfortunately the Vikings did come out and were able to chase down this Warp Prism because Hero was just trying to do a tiny bit of extra damage. And then as soon as he saw these Vikings try to run away, realized he was going to lose the Warp Prism, dropped it off, had a nice Stalker hit squad here, but unfortunately the Vikings did manage to get one last shot off before going down. During this engagement for LiquidHerO, he didn't have the best force fields. His first two did block himself out, and then his force fields here were alright, but a lot of his Stalkers were attacking the factory here, finally realizing that he needed to attack the army. But it was just too much time that allowed Marine King to pull SCVs, and too much time to prepare and pick off some sentries from the back that forced Hero to lose this game.